Привет, дорогие друзья! Вы на канале Джоэльс и Джек Видок. И с вами, как всегда, я снова Джейк. Да, историю я все тоже снял без своего голоса, как и что-то Flight. Должен признаться, что я не просто так выбрал Иблис. Мы в этой серии снова выберем убийство императорской дочки, но на этот раз мы выберем идти в горы, а не идти к повстанцам, чтобы посмотреть, что же будет там. Надеюсь, вас запасайтесь всеми какими вкусняшками, едой. Надеюсь, все понравится. А сейчас начнется сам ролик.
Child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Why would anyone put his slinky collection in a strongbox, thought Reynardo. Any magic slinkies? Oh, there was something else.
What was he doing here? Last time, the stone had fought him for possession of his own soul.
So close to you.
Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late. More and more extraordinary. When Reynardo went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous. Once you try it, you're hooked. There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people. Surprisingly unwounded. The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. These platforms were great. Renato wanted one for his house. It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give me blood. It was the stone, eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the Transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Not the core, said the stone anxiously. But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it. Why was he listening to a talking rock? Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself. To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies. As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun. Was it the time of the lost gods before the Transcendent Emperor? Was it the future? Feeding souls, it whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting. This was the nice part of town, but the ravens had been through here. They like to take shiny things home to their nests.
beings on Zenobia's island were no match for Reynardo. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
What could he craft with the materials he had? Reynardo had a pretty good idea, actually. He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he? Reynardo had been a terror of the sandcastles when he was two. Zenobia was waiting for Reynardo. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender?
She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone.
And I've missed you too, love.
He chuckled. She spotted the stone and bolted without another word. He smelled burnt fur. Hissed.
Finally, Reynardo caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way.
Kill her, whispered the stone.
You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way.
Oh, they had been so close once.
Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be? With a flick of his wrist, he slashed Zenobia's throat. Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out of them. Reynardo felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam. Oh, such brilliance, exulted the Iblis stone. Tasty.
He felt a bit bad about killing her. He was pretty sure she still loved him. But needs must when the devil drives. Reynardo returned to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost there. He could call the Emperor directly.
It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done. The Nexus was beautiful. He'd never realized how beautiful. Everything glowed. The wind was so sweet. The sun so soft. The stones so warm. The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them. He's falling through the under a dead sun. A voice calls him home. Is this a vision? Whose? Is this the time of the lost gods? Or the future? No matter. What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost and challenging the Emperor from there.
What else could you hook?
Up ahead was Lapino. What was he doing here? Bernardo! Hey, buddy! Hey there, old buddy! Please don't kill me! Why would I kill you? Asked Bernardo, although he had been thinking about it. Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of evil? Maybe you should, I don't know, go to the mountains to have a think? See if maybe you're sure the stone is not all that healthy a thing to keep? I suppose you wanted, Bernardo said, and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino? Oh, damn it.
Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down.
Renato rampaged through the Imperial outpost like a water buffalo rampaging. At the last moment, he remembered not to kill the Farspeaker Toad. After all, he wanted a word with the Emperor.
But there was only silence. Ha! The Emperor was scared, like little girl.
Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet. Yes! Applauded the Iblistone. Tremendous. Then the Emperor would have to answer his Farspeaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice that sounded uncomfortably like Zenobia. What have you become? The mountains. Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino. What are you doing? Demanded the Iblistone. I need to think, Renato told it. You're not good at thinking, said the Iblistone. You're good at killing. It's what you do. It's your destiny. But he set sail for the mountains, where he could be alone with his thoughts. Why were there Raven Scouts here in the empty mountains? Was there nowhere he could find peace and quiet? There were other ravens here too. Shadowy ones, transparent, lining the path. Ghosts. They cawed as he passed, but they didn't try to stop him. Spectators. Had he really killed that many ravens?
Ролик. Да, вот так вот как бы мы выбрали, вот мы, ну, увидели, что мы добрались до гор. Я понимаю, что нам, возможно, можно было бы снять вообще вот все эти выборы в одну серию, но по привычке просто снять до битвы, оставить вот это у меня все еще осталось. Типа каждую истину разделить на 2 видео. К сожалению, у меня это осталось. Я не знаю, что еще можно добавить, кроме как подпишись, поставь лайк, напиши комментарий, поддержи канал лайком, подписочкой и комментарием. А также я надеюсь, что в скором времени, ну, возможно, вам понравятся другие 2 игры, которые я приготовил, потому что Ghostbusters и Child of Light как бы уже заканчиваются, и надо бы уже подготовить какие-нибудь другие 2 игры, которые будут вместе идти с Stories. Надеюсь, они вам понравятся. И просто дождитесь финала Stories. Он вам тоже должен понравиться. Всем удачи и пока.